Okay, it is 11:30 on a partly cloudy, sort of breezy, blustery morning. I'm going to fish this creek. It's one of the few that's in my area that actually holds up well during runoff, during the snow melt season. And I've just been fishing it downstream for about 45 minutes, and the fish are very active and cooperative. I'm going to use the Shimano Kiru Tenkara 3438 ZL. I really like this rod for small streams because you can fish it in two lengths, the 34 and then 38 centimeter lengths. It's got a good stiff hollow tip section, which is great for hook sets and fish retention. I'm going to use a number 3 line with it. The line is only 250 centimeters long, but then I've got a longer tippet on that makes it about 340, 350 centimeters. I was using a Peacock beadhead Futsu down below, and it worked well until I lost it to a tree. Then I changed over to this June Gravedigger, and that's been working well. We'll see if it works just as well up here. The breeze has been giving me some issues with my casting, and so that could be a challenge up here as well. Air temperature is about 50 degrees. I haven't measured the water temperature, but I will before I leave. Oh, there was a fish right there that went for my fly, but I took it out of his mouth. There's a fish right there. There he is. I could see him in the little current windows that form. And he's a modestly good sized little rainbow. This stream has mainly rainbows in it, but yeah, nice fish. But with an occasional brook trout. Most of the fish are about 8 inches in length, but there are a few that get upwards of about 12 inches. There we go, there's another one. And he looks like a brook trout. Maybe? Nope. Nope, just a really colorful rainbow. A really orange belly. Nice. There we go. Little guy. I like this rod better in the 340 length than I do in the 380 length, but the 380 length isn't that shabby. It just is a little slower in its action, and it just takes me a little bit longer to get used to it. Nice breeze, gusts. Supposed to rain a little bit this afternoon. I suspect this is the storm front blowing in. There's a brook trout right where he should be, against the edge with underlying branches against the stream bottom, not out in the current. That's the realm of the rainbow. There we go. There's a rainbow in the current. Oh, and he clipped off. My line's a little too short for this rod. There's another one. And he's off. Another one. Got him on the pick up to recast hook set. Looking ahead of me, so I wasn't watching the line. Come on, get you off this. Well, there you go. Oftentimes when I'm looking ahead where I'm going to move to next and I'm not watching the line, I try to make sure that when I raise the rod to cast, that I do it sort of quickly, because it generates enough force to not just go into a back cast, but also a hook set. And if oftentimes there's a fish on there. There we go. Oh, and he flipped off. They're flipping off quite a bit because I've got this short line that's really geared for my shorter length, but I'm fishing it right now in the longer length of the rod at 380, and so they're hanging quite a bit, and that puts an abnormal angle and pressure on the hook, and so they flip off. But that's okay. Keeps my hands from getting cold. Oh, look at that beautiful little plunge pool. I want to fish up to it so I don't scare fish into it, but I don't have much room to cast. So all these branches. Oh, there was a fish came up in my fly while I was manipulating it. But it pulled it out of his mouth. Okay, let's see if we can get him again. I don't think he felt the sting, so he should be. Little dead drift first. A couple times. And then went Sassoy, and it took him on the Sassoy. So I tried a dead drift, throw a run, through a lie a couple times, once or twice. And then if that doesn't produce anything and it looks really good, then I'll Sassoy like that. And that oftentimes produces a fish. Take him. So I've caught a number of fish on this fly and snags on this fly. So I just rechecked my tippet, my knot, and then my tippet right near my knot to make sure it looked okay. And it does, so I'm going to keep fishing with it for now. There we go, there's a fish out of that plunge pool that I worked my way up to. A lot of spots on that one. Let's see if there's another one in there. Come on now. Again on a little Sassoy. These are really pretty little fish. Yeah, I saw a movement over there by the fly on the previous cast, but nothing. And then, so I put the fly back right where it went before, and there was a very subtle take, and that was him. Good little fish. Another nice little plunge pool. We're right over there by that water bottle floating. There we go. Good hit. Little fish, but good hit. Hopefully that was on camera. See the line shoot away. That was a really good example. Okay, it's 12:09 and I'm gonna stop here and get out up there to the road. It's just starting to rain. This is the storm that's coming in, and I've caught some nice fish, some nice numbers. Well, that was good. I was worried that the stream might be blown out because all the other streams around here are, but true to form, this one has held up really nicely. I will come back and fish it maybe once or twice more before the other streams actually become actually get in better condition. But the rod worked great. The flies worked great as usual. The fish were cooperative, and anyway, I'm pretty pleased.